Good morning, Innsbruck. Not G Money or A Train in the office, but
I am in the wrong universe. I want out now. I do not want in the helicopter. Who put me here?
Just kidding, everyone. It's time for Rhythm Cafe here on the Mighty Loading Radio and Video Entertainment Network. My name's Ian.
I'm Heather.
And we occasionally and eventually play rhythm games.
Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. But before we do, we need to, before we do, we're going to do a bunch of talking anyway. Because
Yes.
that's just the way
That's what we do.
But before that, we're going to talk about patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. That's where you can go to help us out by sticking some money into your credit card. Not physically, electronically.
You can't really... you don't really stick money into your credit card.
I mean,
You use your credit card to stick...
you make the hole happen in the credit card, and then you fill that hole with money.
Sure, Ian knows how credit cards work. That's okay, though. Maybe he just shouldn't have one.
You know, there's many reasons and pieces of evidence why that is definitely the case, but... but yeah, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Thank you so much for everyone who is a supporter there. And of course, store.loadingreadyrun.com, twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun, and youtube.com/whatever jumble of words, including loading ready and something else. I'm sure you'll find one of our channels there. I'm just going to turn off the lights. Not the way...
No, you figure it out. I'm good trusting you.
Not the way we did last time, but in the way that makes things look slightly
a little
better.
bit, a little brighter up front, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Obligatory, it's too hot outside.
Yep. It is absolutely too hot outside, which is why we've got the blow machine on right now to make the cold happen here. And I was thinking about the cold in here and how I wonder if it would be... Like we've now essentially sealed ourselves into a room that is cool but not cold.
Yes.
And is going to be temperature and humidity controlled. I think we need to turn Studio A into a meat aging place, like for salamis and other dry ferment.
There's already enough strange
cheeses.
smells in here already. I don't think we need to add more.
But they'd be good smells at least. Strange but pleasant, as opposed to strange and frightening.
Yeah, you're just trying to set up some sort of weird thing so you can sell meat futures.
Sell meat futures? No, this is personal consumption. I like meat. And cheese, too. I very much like cheese. We could get some... Imagine instead of a stack of controllers there beside us,
I don't want to.
A stack of wheels of cheese.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to start with a stack of meat, and I'm like, I don't really want to imagine a stack of meat. I'm more interested in the wheels of cheese. Sure.
Yeah.
I can be a little bit more agreeable on that.
Good.
But no, I'm not coming into stream inside of a meat locker with actual meat.
Okay, maybe I'll talk to Beej about the server closet then, because that could also work quite well. We might
It
need
really gets hot in there. I feel like that's more for making beef jerky and drying things out rather than making a cold storage.
I was going to say we need to turn the temperature up, but if it's still getting hot in there, we might need to adjust the cooling in that room to begin with.
There's cooling in that room?
There should be.
There is.
Okay. Jeez.
You know how much I like to lie to chat.
It's
And you on this particular show in this time slot.
It is the name of the show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's if you look really closely at the Rhythm Cafe title, you can it's like one of those magic eye puzzles. You can see House of Lies written in there. It's a very amazing piece of artwork.
You just gotta unfocus your eyes and fall asleep a bit.
Yeah, the falling asleep part is really important. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking cider, and
Why is Isaac Newton on it?
I don't know. You got this really cool old... Because apples and gravity. That would be why.
Are you supposed to drop the beer? I mean, don't do that in here. That's I don't want to be part of cleanup.
I'm beginning to wonder if history and physics might have been cooler if Isaac Newton just fell asleep underneath a beer can tree, which I guess changes the universe in a different way as well.
Yeah, it's I'm not really sure how we would get the trees to grow the metal and put the liquid in the can and do all of that. It just seems like a lot of work.
I think it's a fruit at that point. Like it needs to grow out of a metal bud, and then the metal gets bigger, and it fills with liquid as it grows larger until it gets big enough to fall off on its own. And if it does that, that's a problem because then it hits the ground and explodes, and that's why you got to get those machines to shake the tree and get the cans to come off before they're just about ready.
You live a rich inner life.
I sure do. The laugh there. The laugh there was specifically because the camera did its own little defocus for just a half second on your face.
The camera's like, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fair. He knows what's up.
Yeah. Is it hotter in here now?
I don't think so.
I did turn it on to cool, so.
I could go get some fire if you want. I'm sure there's some hiding in the moon base somewhere. Unattended.
And if there isn't, I know where we can make some.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like to harvest mine from local organic sources, but I know that you like to make your own.
Like the ancient Olympians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just go steal it from the gods.
Yes, perfectly.
Again, local organic sources.
Definitely keep your gods organic. They're a lot easier to kill that way.
They don't like to advertise it, but they're definitely organic.
Oh, yes. They are GMO free.
Well, most of them.
Yes.
There's a couple that aren't.
No, you're right. I would.
He's, you know.
How do I delicately tiptoe in directions without offending any particular religion?
Oh, that's not. That's hard.
Okay, well I'll just say we'll just say Protestantism and move on from there. Then I guess.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Steal the word Catholic and let's move on.
Orthodox or Holy Roman?
Are they like Pokemon? Or are there different types?
Actually, more than you might expect. Yes. See, there was
turn into one of these Eevee evolution things, doesn't it?
It actually is a lot more like Pokemon because there was that great schism that happened, much like there is Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Red that came from the same Pokemon original seed of an idea. You have your Eastern Orthodox Church and your Roman Catholic Church, and they're basically the same.
And they have to trade between each other?
Yeah, exactly. You know, you're just one of the Jesuses is a different color at that point. Or, sorry, one of the prophets.
Okay.
Shall we say.
Yeah, they had Jesus, right?
Oh, yeah. No,
I'm never totally sure who has Jesus and who doesn't.
Here's the thing. A lot more have Jesus than you would think, but I guess much like, a Mario Party game, what part Jesus plays in that particular version is going to vary based on what game you're in. He's like a Toad, but special.
I read a book about Bible Adventures, the video game, recently, and it's one of the boss fight books, and they go into a bunch of the different Bible games that are reskins of other games that were whatever, and they're really fascinating.
Oh yeah.
Because I played a couple when I was a kid, but there are a bunch of other ones I did not know about and sound awful.
Yeah, you did some really weird stuff with the Quake engine back in the day.
Yeah, that was one of the later ones.
Gotta remember there was an X-Men mod for that was that could have been Jesus related, I guess. If Jesus was an X-Men, maybe he is. Maybe he is.
All right.
Twin Edge is a video game.
Edge. It is the name of the game.
Yeah.
It is definitely not the one I thought we were playing.
Oh.
I knew this was the name of the game we were playing. But I thought it was one of the other ones that we had planned for, and I think it's technically getting bumped to later because of the subathon. Right.
Because we got a subathon A coming and B more games.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can't launch with this one, but I can do this. And then I can reach up here, grab the mouse, and do this.
Sorry, it's not really. It doesn't really capture on camera. Ian trying to bypass his microphone to catch another mouse.
These mic arms are atrocious.
They're not
Maybe
ideal.
Put it here. There, I can. Now I can.
We can kind of move.
Thing. Okay. Oh, hey, privacy.
Yeah. I guess I want some. What flavor does it show up in? Like, can I get grape?
Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Actually, I had the last time I had a privacy notice. It was what do you call it? Salted caramel flavored. Unfortunately, this was the type of privacy notice that is a paste that's applied, and
Oh.
and then it dries to the teeth.
That's yeah. No, that's. I do like salted caramel though.
Oh, and it was because it was a little bit bitter. It kind of matched with the flavor. I don't think that you should make your legal agreements.
It says mobile device information, which is strange given that we're playing this off of a computer.
Yep. Yeah. The computer can become mobile, not for long, but
Do you want to test that theory, like right now?
take it down the hall.
Part of me wants to be a chaos goblin,
Yeah.
but part of me does not want to wreck anything for tomorrow, where James will be very upset because I know he's been working hard doing setup today.
I think that I think that what this means, Heather, is just you need to save this content for tomorrow.
I really feel like it's a good end of stream thing, though. Maybe less first
Yeah,
day.
like, grab the computer and just take off into the hallway and count how many seconds it takes for the stream to go offline.
What if I just take off with the computer and chat can be the timers?
I think that works out better. Yes.
Yeah, I think they'll be a lot better at it than me.
They're very good at counting in
Chat, tell me your favorite number right now, and write it out.
yes in
If you use numerals,
letters only, especially Roman numerals. AdMob, hey. Okay, first of all, you shouldn't do your legal agreements in all caps. Please, please, please.
honestly, this whole thing was just really hard to read because of the glow.
I thought that this was a checkbox that we had to check at the top. That's the scroll bar. So, Heather, what are your privacy rights?
All of them.
Well, in some regions, such as the European Economic Area, you have rights that allow you greater access to control over your personal information, and you may review or change or terminate your account at any time. Just any time.
I think no one should go near a European Economic Area without a lot of consent.
I think you should just avoid anything titled an economic area.
Yeah, anything that has the word area in it really
Just
should
really,
just mean
yeah.
that you should stay away from.
Europa.eu/justice/data production /
Oh, I didn't know Apollo was doing that.
bodies. Dang.
There's just so many questions in here. Like it asked,
Yeah.
it said if you were Swedish, and I feel like I need to pause and think about that.
Are they going to email us? I don't want them to
Well,
email
if
us.
this is through Steam, it won't be our email.
Good point.
It'll be the site's email, so it'll be fine.
Oh, hey, another question here. Does California residents have specific privacy rights? And the answer is yes.
I'm glad they gave us a short info, and then more.
Category.
Category.
We've collected the following categories of personal information in the past 12 months
Examples.
and collected. No.
Yes.
No.
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 Wow, there's a lot of no's. This is tense.
Yeah. No, no, no.
Wow, that's terrible improver.
Are we supposed to say yes?
I don't know.
Right to non-discrimination?
Yes.
Do-
I think everyone should have a right to non-discrimination, but I
Oh.
don't know that would be in my.
This is always my favorite part of the agreement is the do we make updates to this notice agreement, and it's always yes. Will we tell you? No. Can we put anything we want into it? Yes.
I can't remember the last time I've picked up a game, especially on this channel, where this has happened.
You know what? I think what we'll need to do before the end of this episode is we'll need to email privacy@scorespace.net and request that they delete all of our data, all of it. Not even the data that we have. Whee. I like to showers. Enable the judgment bar. Yes, please. Everything looks good so far. Okay, here we go. Key bindings.
Primary left, primary right.
FDJK. He was my favorite president.
From what fictional universe?
The one where they took JFK and FDR and like spun them around in cyclotron until they hit each other and became the super president that could never die.
So, like, Idiocracy or something is what I'm hearing.
It's much like our world, Heather, except that cans grow on trees filled with beer. Let's play.
Derp Cats Pounce.
Sure.
Okay. Get under the snow.
Okay. There is no tutorial.
It's a little strange. Huh. Okay, the judgment bar is actually pretty interesting. In terms that it's just like adding a little tick for every single one.
I like it.
They seem to fade off eventually.
No, my combo.
Kind of like the hold notes. That weird, like, it looks like you're zooming into something.
Yeah, or pushing the bar into it.
Yeah, it's got a neat aesthetic. Break time.
The music sounds so greasy.
Center bar at bottom. Progress or health bar?
Probably health?
Maybe health. It looks like it's growing on both sides when you hit notes. Because I think the progress might... no, I guess in the other corner it's more of a accuracy bar. Graph pie thing. Not a fan of the glow on the numbers. Apparently you failed.
Oh no!
At 95.96% complete.
Oh, that hurts. Your turn.
What were the controls?
F, D, and JK. So
What's the difference between them? I'm assuming the D, F, and the JK are for like the left and the right circles.
I think it's just you just get a second button so that you can tap
okay.
quicker rather than having to double hit.
Yeah, alright. Wow, okay, I thought we could... Sure. Hit me up.
Hit you with that derp cat. I don't want to do that, actually. Oh. the percentage of the song is based not on time, but on how many notes you have to go through.
Huh.
Or maybe not. It's just
Are you looking at the pie chart?
bottom right. Yeah. No, I think that's actually just your.
I think it's just an accuracy meter.
Yeah, that's the word. Oh,
Ooh,
cool.
the turning is interesting. Yeah, because the bottom looks like that's a health bar. I wish it wasn't so close to the color of the bottom of the screen, because it's, you know, might actually be better to put it up near the judgment bar so that you can look at both really quickly.
I feel like I want to go through and recalibrate too.
It is
It does feel a bit off.
a little, at least with our keyboard.
Yeah. Game's doing some interesting things, I think.
Yeah.
Offset calibration, okay.
The median offset is an interesting choice too. You don't usually see that.
I think we're good now. Right. We choose a song and then we do. I like them funky. Okay, there we go. Now I can get up to the keyboard. That was not good. Let's try that again.
I wouldn't mind seeing this obtain a few more visuals in the background, like in the style of that one game that we played.
Yes.
That we really like.
I know the one you're talking
I
about.
can't
with
remember the name of it. It's just terrible radio, but you know.
What was that? A dumpling game.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Now we're on the break. Yeah, the reverse direction absolutely adds just a bit of extra difficulty, but not in a way that's extremely difficult.
How's it going along this time?
Not too bad. I think I figured out that pattern. I think I broke it.
Actually, there was that one mobile game we played where it had a circular interface as well. Was that the one with the really like long story?
I think you're right.
Yeah, we should go back to that at some point. We should find the stuff to do the mobile game setup. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Lenoda? Yeah, I think it was Lenoda.
That sounds correct.
I remember the circle interface and how it would kind of like move around in some ways that were really interesting. And like I kind of like what they're doing here with the two. And if this was a mobile game, I'm picturing it probably on your phone like this. And then you probably use your thumbs to kind of tap.
Or you can double finger, I guess.
I mean, if you really want to. I'm not going to judge.
If you want the speed and then control.
Oh. You. It's like a perfume.
Me?
Yeah, the scent of Ian.
Oh, you don't want that.
You.
You don't want my ooh-ah.
Well, not what you call it that, no.
But I like that we're on the circular line for the beat map here. It's not something that's coming out of the center and coming to the edge. It's different.
It's got a lot of nice stuff going on with like the simplicity of it.
But part of me does kind of feel like we're like just waiting to be introduced to a harder level.
Oh, well, see, at that point, you take one circle, I take the other, and we'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the control scheme for this, I think, would work really well for, like, a two-player setup.
Absolutely. I mean, you could absolutely use controllers for this if need be. I was even thinking of just pulling out the fight sticks and using that for the two-button interface.
I didn't see anything on the store page that said this was controller supported, but I didn't really look.
But as long as you can map your controller buttons to
that's true.
keys.
It's got some nice flow feel to it.
Yeah. And while I do think that there are adjustments that could be made for clarity, I do kind of like the aesthetic of the chromatic aberration.
I don't want like a ton of additional background, Just that's why I'm thinking of that one game where it's like you can put on, was it like just like a cloud background, or we had like I think the most complicated one we had was the lunch room.
Well, there's also the kanji one, which is pretty.
Yeah,
But,
just,
yeah.
just like some simplistic.
What my favorite feature is, though, is the game explicitly telling you that you were on a break.
That's nice. Yeah.
Really gives me big karaoke vibes. Rest for 15 measures.
Can't. I was trying to determine if if you can hold the hold note and you don't let go.
Mm-hmm.
Does it punish you, or if you because games vary on their hold notes, right?
Exactly.
Some of them you have to let go when the hold
Exactly.
note is done, otherwise it won't count, and some of them don't care. But I'm having a hard time telling if that's the case on this.
Me too. I think it feels like you can just hold it and let it be, but I don't know for
Really
sure.
hard to tell.
Actually, I'm just going to adjust a couple more settings here,
Yeah, go for it.
just to make this easy. Let's turn off the blue. Oh, wow.
Yes, please. I enjoy what they're kind of going for it with it, but I don't like it when I feel like there's information on the screen I can't read anymore.
And I'm also going to actually turn off the hit sounds
Okay.
just for one go here, because I feel like it's I feel like it's
Oh, that's
messing me
probably
up.
the tutorial.
Well,
Getting started.
and then
Intermediate techniques.
Sismic's Trials. Camilla's Gauntlet.
So you might want to check out what intermediate techniques actually means.
I think so, yeah.
Before just delving
Just
into those.
jumping into it.
Because I feel like that would be easy to find out. Homing rain.
Homing Rain.
No, I like my rain to not do that. Okay.
Turning the hitboxes back on.
I thought we would have seen kind of a writing show up for like a tutorial. Since it said intermediate techniques.
Also, I'm curious as to why the combo failed sounds like two pieces of applause.
I think it's funnier without when you have none of the other noises hitting up, because it's just like sometimes someone's just pushing something off a shelf. Like,
We have an audience of one person who keeps going back to that goldfish cracker bag.
trying to sneak in a little snack.
Yep.
You know.
Oh no. Also 85% done. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, you can't turn off the failure noise? Well, that's weird. For graphics. Yeah, that was probably fine. Okay. Okay, I have a little bit of an issue with, like, all these lines being over each other and making it hard to tell where that is, but okay. We got
Ooh, walking mint.
I bet he thinks he's cool.
Look at that face. It's a face that has way too much confidence in himself. So, I would not think of Mint as having a deep voice, but maybe it does.
Like I said, it's cool mint. Freshman, definitely gonna have more of a squeaky, kind of almost Derek-like voice.
Yeah, I can see that. This is a chocolate mint. I always get disappointed whenever I'm given chocolate mint as the in plant form, because it's never as chocolatey as it makes it sound out to be. Ooh. We are not doing well today, Heather.
Yeah, it's just hot outside.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the heat. Pure silver. This is her 100,000K followers special track. We all know who Camilla is. Jesus' vampire sister.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far in the series.
Did I tell you I actually had the chance to buy the cell of Camilla?
Maybe?
It was just a little bit too expensive, and also was going to be one of those things that I would have to show people with a 10-minute explanation in front of it. Like, okay. So first of all, there's this show called Lupin the Third Part 2. But yeah, Jesus' twin sister. Vampire.
I mean, with that family dynamic, I'd probably go vampire too.
Let me tell you, baby Camilla, cutest little fangs. Right out of the womb.
I mean, baby fangs are always cute.
You're right. That's why everyone loves baby lizards. So they get that one little tooth.
Oh, I saw a tiny lizard today.
Hey.
There's a bunch of them out near where I live.
Oh no, that actually might be bad then.
I have no idea. They kind of just swoop around in the bushes, and every now and then I see them.
Because I've heard we have some.
Accidentally walked into a person because it kind of like zipped in front of me, and I moved because I was like, don't know what that is, and I almost ran into a person walking their really pretty dog. And I was like, oh, sorry, it was just a lizard. And she's like, oh, yes, my dog likes those. And I'm like,
in which way?
Okay, if you say so.
Be specific.
I feel like your dog might eat them.
That's what I'm guessing.
Felt like I was grooving.
I mean, it looked like it.
I don't think I was.
The
This was listed as intermediate.
well, I mean, hey,
The one you did was semi-hard.
Oh, okay. Oh, was it?
Yeah, if you so we go back to the menu.
Yeah. I want to see these.
It says it right there.
Right.
Note count, difficulty, length.
Okay. I was trying to make a joke about Sysmix versus Chex Mix. Like, it's Sysmix. It's like Chex Mix, but it's all cornflakes.
That would be the straightest way to go about it.
I'm curious about the anime girl and her omni-genre.
You don't just have a day at the arcade?
I don't know what the difficulty of Retro Genesis is.
Yeah, or Let's Rave. I'm a little confused by the difficulty level.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that down a little.
Sure. Let's see how this goes.
I understood semi-hard. I understood intermediate.
I think I'm winning.
I want to give that.
Yeah,
I want to
please.
give that a spin. Just hit the refreshy button.
Sure. Burp, 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 burp. Snow elevation. Okay, this is the right at home in a bit trip game.
Yeah, actually, that does have a very pit trip feel to it.
Well, you did twice as well as I did. 6%. You know what? I don't think this is a place where we can live.
I don't think we really understand the difficulty levels in it. No.
I'm just gonna go to this
The paradigm?
Nidu.
This one says intermediate. I understand that word.
I feel like I can deal with some nitro Nidu.
Just, under 2 minutes.
Feel so dumb. Still don't have a clue. I don't feel safe anymore since I've learned the truth. And I keep lying to myself, cause I don't wanna change the way I live. I need to stop denying the way life fucking is. And I know that I can't function, but I'm too lazy to learn. And I should do something about it before I reach the point of no return. And I can't stop doing the opposite of what I'm supposed to do. And why is it so hard to do what I gotta do?
So glad to see a song with some lyrics.
Yep.
Because I didn't think we were going to get that based on our other songs. Surprised to hear a swear in this game.
Yeah.
Honestly, just a little.
It's a little odd. I nope, don't want to do that. Hey, there we go. We get the heck out of here. I do like the zoom in out effect too. That was nice.
What is this question mark?
Good point.
Complete. Oh, so this is how you get stars.
Ah.
Complete the map. Finish with at least 90% accuracy. Okay. Oh, well, now we know what the rating system is like.
Yup. I don't think I want that.
Yeah, I want to be trash. I don't know what Paragon difficulty means. Paragon was like, was that the good guy?
Yeah, that's the good path.
It's like Paragon and Revenge, right?
Renegade.
Renegade.
Close
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah. I would prefer to have a revenge option.
I think I did okay.
I'd say you did, yeah.
That's about how far I would get as Paragon, I think, anyway.
Just far enough to taste the rainbow and find out trash.
If you're gonna trash mix, you're definitely taking the Revenge option.
Okay, we haven't been here.
The Celestial Horizon. It is difficult normal. Which
I would like
I
to
feel
do,
like is much more arranged.
I'd like to do something normal for once. No wait, that doesn't sound like me at all. Who replaced Ian?
Well, it's not Corey. I'd know if that happened. She would have told me.
Yeah.
Maybe an unknown. What do you think? Alien vampire or Scottish celestial?
Scottish Celeste. I mean,
I meant
that sounds
I meant to
rad.
make the vampire one like separate from the thing, but I said the words close, and I was like, oh well, that's just a category now unto itself. I guess I need another 2-word category. So yeah, Scottish Celestial, I think, could be interesting.
I like that. I mean, we could of course just leave it up to the chat too. You know, vote on your phones now, chat. Has Ian been Norted?
You don't want to go to Nort.
They seem, the Norts and the Noids seem like they'd be on the same team.
I don't know if I made it that far into Kingdom Hearts to know.
I can tell you I haven't.
All I know is there's something about Mickey having his shirt off that's really important for some reason. And people got really excited
That's
about
how you
it.
know he's sexy. Oh, check out my abs.
Sometimes I think I'm better off not playing video games because then the references I make are either way more absurd for the parts I do kind of know.
It's like what you got in your head is better than what it could ever actually be.
Yeah. That's why I refuse to play Final Fantasy 15.
Even though there's a free trial.
No, that's 14.
You're right. Yes. I honestly don't
15's
know.
the road trip one.
Oh yeah.
But in my brain, I like to think it's a boy band, and I'm pretty sure it's not true.
I was going to say, wasn't it both?
You know. Because my version also basically is like a lot of rhythm game elements, which is probably not.
Yeah, no.
It's probably not in there. Because if it was, then we'd play some of it.
We'd have played it, yeah.
Though apparently there's a terrible rhythm game in the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth
I've heard
with a
yeah.
piano.
I don't know if I want to play that, but we are piling up games that have rhythm mini games inside of them to play, so.
Ooh, I like that you got like an even percent.
Oh, hey, yeah, wow, not even a percentage of a percent.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I think everyone should experience the awkwardness that we have to.
That's everyone should experience the awkwardness. You and me. That's everyone here.
Chat, Ian doesn't consider you people. That's what I heard.
This is not a human being. We can customize.
Customized do. Discs. I-10. Oh, this is probably what those stars are for. We have 2. So we probably can't buy squat.
Yeah, I'm guessing that.
Yeah, probably not.
We are. Right. I thought that customization was going to be customization for.
Past the tutorial. There's a tutorial somewhere. Let's go find it. I found the tutorial.
Great.
It has 99 notes in it.
Let's play the tutorial. J, 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 J. J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J. Clone. F. J. Nice S. All right.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Sure, yeah. I think we can suddenly shower again. We normalize taking more than one shower a day.
That sounds like so much work, Ian. I mean, probably a pretty good thing to do in the heat, though, right now. But like, also, sounds like so much work. I don't like my hair being that wet. I need a shower cap.
I will say that, yeah, you have a slightly different situation going on.
Oh, yeah, I guess you just dry off real quick, huh?
Yep.
My hair's too long right now, too. There's the
Oh,
sun.
in the
I know,
heat,
like,
yeah.
nobody can barely see it. It was like, it's this long. And that's
you
too
know.
long. I can almost tie it back. It's definitely too long. And normally, like, in the wintertime, not as big of a deal, because then it's like, oh, it keeps your neck a little warm, do whatever. In the middle of the heat,
You don't want
whatever,
You don't want
it's
anything touching
awful.
your skin.
No.
Okay, well, maybe we just normalize bigger baths first, and then
ooh, yes.
we can.
Yes, please. I would love a larger bathtub where I live.
I think you and I are gonna have a project here in the next few months.
I'm not really a bath person. I do prefer showers more often, but like, if you're gonna have a bath, it should not be the weird things we put in the bathrooms.
Exactly. Yeah. No. I for utility cleaning, shower all the way. I don't feel like I am awake until I have become cleansed of the night's soil, which is different from night soil. But like for relaxation, for relaxation time, make it bath time. But no, we just have shin-high tubs. It's like, I am not a medieval peasant. I'm not afraid of getting my body wet.
Does this game feel like being a DJ in a movie?
No.
No. Actually, I think I would put more of that feeling into Spin Rhythm, even though the interface looks very different.
A little bit. Honestly, I wouldn't call any of these games really matching the feel of a DJ performing a set, because DJs are respected.
This Spin Rhythm has that that like movement with the mouse.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
has it's a lot closer than this.
Oh, not real DJing, bad DJing like you see in the movies.
James isn't that terrible.
No.
I mean, I don't really know that.
I also have not watched a set.
Oh, Dancing Through Time.
Oh, well, I sure hope it won't take too much time.
It's certainly not gonna be dancing all night
No. No one hears a TV.
or in Starlight.
Kind of feels like the guy forgot to turn on half of his synthesizers.
Sometimes you, it's like only wanting half the lights on,
Yeah.
like a dimmer light, but for sound. Which is strange. I really only like dimming lights if I'm feeling like really not like seeing light. I prefer to have either just a different number of lights on, or all of them on, or all of them off. The like having it dim so it's barely there feels like it's just too dark in the room and kind of weird.
I prefer to have my my lights dimmed, but also colored towards the warm end of the spectrum,
Oh, that I could deal
especially
with.
later
That's
at
fine.
night. That's great way to wind down that way. More for chat's benefit than yours, but one of my favorite additions I've made in lighting-wise to my house was to put LED strip underlighting under my couch.
Yeah, that was very. I really do like that.
It just adds a little bit of nice light to the room, but it also means that if you want to keep the lights down a level and for watching television, you don't have to like worry about tripping over things because you can look down and see where you're at. Speaking of where we're at the top of the hour here, which is the time when we usually take a break to stretch our legs, swap our fluids, and do what we need to do to get through more of this. So we're going to do that. You do the same, and we'll be back with more Rhythm Cafe in just a few minutes. Don't go all the way away. Reach for the mouse and send us.
Push the button. Where to go?
Yeah, that's.
Oh no! Oh, it's
here
over
we go.
there.
Yep, bring
Quickly, find it.
it on. Here we are. I pushed the button,
You did.
and now we're back.
And it worked.
Yeah, it definitely worked, and there is nothing I need to do different.
If we say the actions that we do in the right voice, we can make it sound like everything went wrong a lot, even though it didn't.
That's not where I was expecting that to go. But
What were you expecting?
my thought was that if we say everything that we do as we do it, then that makes us seem a lot more like Japanese train conductors.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd like the set of gloves.
I would stream with white gloves.
Yes.
Yeah.
They get cool gloves, and I believe they get a fun watch.
Oh, they do get a kick-ass watch.
A watch and like a hat.
What we'll need to do, we need the hat absolutely too. Oh, found a secret about the hats too. When it was just recently, on top of the hat, it's all mesh.
Oh, that's good. That's
Because
good.
you need that in
Yes.
the heat like that. And of course, no one can see on the top of your hat usually, unless you're, bowing or taking it off. But you're not going to be doing that because you're the conductor. You're in charge.
No one's gonna look at the top of my head.
Yep. 65 miles an hour.
That's what. I don't think they just yell out commands like that.
Maximum braking.
Don't look at me.
Don't perceive me. I'm the conductor. I got 1 star to that.
What if the superconductor shows up? Well, then I think you have a meltdown.
Yeah, it generally needs to be a lot colder to get the superconductor. If you want a room temperature superconductor, well, we're still working on those.
Yeah, I think we did everything in that one.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't gotten stars for anything, so maybe we do need to replay some of these. What is the...
Oh, the DNA?
Yeah, the DNA.
The mutators.
Oh.
Double-click a mutator for more info.
Oh, okay. Interesting. A no-fail mode.
Okay.
Cool. Drowsy. Game speed is 75%. Oh, there's an easier mode. That's good. Reflection.
Okay.
I don't like the idea of that.
No holds.
Get rid of the holds.
Rapide.
And Zeus
rough.
is just rough.
Okay, well, let's go easy and rough.
Oh, you can't do both?
No. Actually, I'm going to put on easier just for fun. Just to see how it...
Oh, that was drowsy, which is just slower.
I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, holding is okay, I think.
Would love to see the Moonbase react to Ian just appearing as a Japanese train conductor. Well, joke's on you. The Moonbase is a building and therefore it does not really react to things.
No.
Although, if we put some giant googly eyes on it, we could make that different.
Personify the base. Also, just wait for Desert Bus and somebody send me a train conductor uniform. Preferably official, too. I did find a shop that had a bunch of the watches the JR guys get, though. I didn't want to gank on Graham's style.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Really?
No.
Oh. No.
No.
Ah. They're a big fan of the VHS t-shirts and the beards.
Oh goodness, no. Even if I wanted to or felt like I could grow a beard, I would definitely not do that. Just the thought of it constantly being there actually squicks me out. Especially with the amount of food I see in everybody else's beards. Not yours usually. You're pretty neat.
Thank you.
You're pretty good at that. Everyone else though, especially when Graham had that like mountain man beard.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, no.
The mountain man beard's also the worst. The weirdest feeling you'll get is when you're having a really windy day, and you can feel the beard tugging at your skin from the wind pressure.
Yeah, see, that doesn't sound enjoyable at all.
No.
No.
Pretty sure I commented on this song before, but this does sound a little Game of Thronesy. If Game of Thrones was from the 80s.
I do also want to iterate. I think a lot of the people around the Moonbase who have beards look very nice with them.
They do collect food.
I do. I can feel it, and I don't think I would enjoy it.
One of the reasons I ended up getting rid of the big handlebar was specifically because of soup. I didn't like the aspect of filtering liquid out of my mustache between each spoonful of soup. And at that time, I was also getting into the Szechuan noodles that we have around some places here. And those generally have a layer of chili oil on top of the broth, too.
Oh, no.
And so having to wick chili oil out of the mustache between each bite, because it irritated me too much otherwise.
No.
I think in general, I just don't like things on my skin.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people who likes to not be clothed either. I want to be very clear. I very much like to be clothed at all times.
I mean, like food things, though. Or,
Yeah, or just even water. Like, I don't like to be wet unless I'm prepared to be wet.
I think a lot of people tend to prefer knowing they're about to get wet than to just have it happen out of nowhere.
Oh, but there's preparation involved too. Like, that's one of those times when I don't I don't want to be clothed. You know, I didn't like log flume rides as a child for that reason. Because, you know, you're at a theme park, you're having a good time, you're going on rides, and then you get on this other ride where you then just become damp for the next few hours, and that feeling of dampness and the stickiness of
But,
the
like,
clothing next to the body.
The beach, different. The fact that it might be raining.
Oh yeah, don't like to get rained on.
I think it depends on the kind of rain. I don't mind it when it's like misting out here, because it's generally not like cold.
Yeah.
The winter rain here is a little
It can get a bit
can
much.
get pretty cold, and that can be a little bit much. Just sound basically identical to me.
Yeah.
So we have. All right.
I think these are just all remixes of the same.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed by that. Don't like the difficulty name.
No.
Everything's scary now. I'm just gonna go back to the derp cat.
Yep, I think we
I
can.
like it over here.
Let's enjoy some derp cats. What is that thing in the middle of the circle?
I thought maybe it was just kind of a flower. But I guess it could be like a customizable radioactive symbol.
Oh, just a roundy radioactive, just a friendlier form of radiation.
Well, you know. You might want better, more friendly marketing on your brand.
What is here is not repulsive to us, but you should take care. Gently remind you that we consider ourselves a medium powerful culture.
What, Canada?
Oh
Or
yeah,
just like
no,
us?
we Canadians do that too. No, I was referring to the collective we as human beings, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I'm just trying to figure out what scale we're in.
Yeah, that's important. Size and time. So actually, I'll pose a question to you that I posed last night to my my Mastodon followers. And it's not really a question. Well, there was a statement. Here it'll be a question.
Okay.
Do you think we'll get? Do you think we'll be able to live to the point where we get to see the first leader of a nation accidentally refer to the populace as chat?
Yes, I did see this.
Yeah.
Like either one of us
Yeah.
will live to actually see it.
Yeah. I think like will a politician become old enough to make that mistake after having been a streamer earlier
I mean,
in life?
when you posited that question, the first thing that came into mind was that time that Serge showed up to the moon base and kept referring to us as chat. He was very tired. It was very funny. So I think I could.
I think he'll. You know what? I think Serge might even be that person.
I kind of would be okay with that.
Yeah. He seems electable.
But I could see it. I could see that happening within our lifetime, but not like
Oh, not in the next few years.
Not for the next few years. More of that'd probably be maybe like 30 years down the line.
Yeah.
There was the other one you wrote too, that people should have to read their subscribers or something at the end of their speeches.
Elected officials, upon being elected, should be forced to do a sub-read at the end of their acceptance speech. All right, shout out to Lockheed Martin. Thanks so much for being there from the beginning. Raytheon, I see you there in the chat. Thank you for your generous support.
So kind of like Patreon shoutouts or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Goldman Sachs, thanks so much for all your support over the past few years. Couldn't have done it without you.
Actually, I think they should, because then we'd have a great idea of how many super PACs are funding them. Do we have those in Canada? I always get confused between the American system and the Canadian one.
We have.
I will call similar things the wrong name
Yes,
occasionally, and it's really annoying to me.
We don't have super PACs in the sense that the United States does, because we have a different form of electoral finance law.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, doesn't really require it to. Where was I going to go with it? Yeah, no, you know, other things I'd like to see from public officials is their Steam profiles.
I don't think I want to know their gaming habits. They probably all play Fortnite.
I think it's important to know how terrible our leaders are at building an Elden Ring character.
I think it might be more important to know how much time they put into the game.
Yes, that's also a good point. It shows a sense of whether or not they're willing to buckle down and do the work.
I want to know how many unplayed games they have in their Steam backlog from Steam Summer Sale.
Also means we can make sure that we can keep anyone who has any interest in Borderlands out of influencing day-to-day life.
I thought Borderlands was supposed to be a good game. Or at least an incredibly stylized game,
That's
I guess.
what a lot of people tell me. That's what I want out of that. This is some Soulja Boy in the U track. But yeah, there's just something so satisfying about pushing those bars into their back like that. Like, no, leave.
You still working on that Elden Ring DLC?
You bet. I found them. I found what you were supposed to believe is the final boss way too early.
Oh no.
Like walking around, walk into a room, it's like, hey, I am the bad guy. It's a little awkward because A, trying not to give spoilers to people who haven't played it, but B, also give you enough information to know what's going on to someone who hasn't played the game.
That's why I like asking those questions.
I haven't had a chance to play all week because too much stuff to do. Got to crack open an iMac this weekend too. Rip out a hard drive and replace it with the beating heart of another hard drive.
I don't think hard drives are supposed to beat at all, or even remotely like pulse.
Probably not. So I'll probably just use a normal hard drive.
Okay.
But you know, the drama.
It's fair. We know how much chat loves the drama.
Yes.
Just like Kim Possible always said, so the drama. Oh no, wait, she often said so not the drama. You know, whatever.
It's only tangentially related to Kim Possible, but I remember seeing very recently a piece of graffiti from somewhere in the Middle East, I think. Or no, it was Paris.
Okay.
And in translation, it said, "We need to solve the problems of the world on our own. There is no totally spies to save us."
I mean, that's true.
It is true.
There is no totally spies to save us.
But it's important that it's said out loud every now and then so that we can remember that there are no totally spies. It kind of amuses me how much... no, those are all hard. I don't want that.
That one's called 2-in-1 difficulty, whatever that means.
It's pure guilt. It surprises me how much like Cat's Eye, the old Totally Spies was, and we never really talk about that, do we? There's also a Cat's Eye movie that's coming out in France soon.
I think the only cats I've seen was the Lupin crossover.
Ooh, not the best one to start on, I think.
When the Elden Ring bosses show up, do they literally come into the room and just be like, I am the bad guy? Do they say things like that?
Sometimes, well, I mean, yes, sometimes. There's one of them that said, haha, you thought I was the good guy, but I am actually the bad guy.
Was he right? Did you think he was the good guy?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I guess he was right.
Yep. And then he died.
Oh, well. I mean, you're supposed to defeat them, right? That's part of the gameplay.
See, that's actually, again, another important note is that whether or not you are supposed to die is very important to the lore of Elden Ring. And can influence what kind of ending you get. Hint, one of them's where you die.
Well, yeah, there's every video game I've played has a different ending when I die. He's usually angry.
Ah, yes. But yeah, I'm just now noticing that there is a lot more people in Elden Ring who will tell you their name outright when you walk in. Either when you walk in the room or when you die to them.
I mean, it's good of them to introduce themselves.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like the ones that don't tell you until you die are probably doing that thing of like, ah, shit, my name is... just remember it. You know, like they forgot the procedure.
Well, it's the ones that don't tell you that are upsetting because it makes it hard to communicate to other people who I'm currently stuck on. Like right now, I'm fighting this woman who is half I want to say half centipede, half scorpion, all bitch. Because he's got a really big spear and really wants to hit me with it, and often succeeds.
Bug lady, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. Just like torso, and then one side is where the legs would be is just all scorpion, and the other one's all.
Huh. I wouldn't have thought of the division that way.
No. It makes it very upsetting to see. Whoosh. Okay. This good funk. That is a good-looking judgment bar.
I kind of wish it kept all of the notes on there at all times, and then at this point, like, would just leave it so that you could really look
Yeah.
at it, even though it's got like because the numbers are nice, but I kind of like
Oh,
I don't know the tally marks.
The graphical representation is always better. I was just saying. I was just thinking about saying that I would love to see like an actual bar graph of the.
Bar graph would be
nuggets.
good. I mean, occasionally we've gotten different types of graphs and stuff in these games.
Yeah, but I just want more. Circle graph, pie graph. That's what they call them. Because pies are circles. All pies are circles.
I've definitely never seen a square pie.
You can make square pies. It's allowed.
I know.
I'm not telling you.
You telling chat. Yeah.
In fact, I would think that certain pies would be.
Better square?
Yeah.
Yeah, pumpkin.
Okay. Yeah.
Pumpkin's better as a square.
Oh damn yeah, because you get a corner of crust.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
And that would be really good for pumpkin.
I'm glad you appreciate the pumpkin pie crust the way I do. It's hard to find the people who are as hyped about the crust. Yeah, I saw what I'm doing.
Hand pies are better with angles? Yeah, probably. I'm kind of thinking of like a hen pie as like you wouldn't want a burrito to be a cube. You want those rounded ends.
So, big news, Heather.
What?
I think it was Utah, but it might have been Tennessee. But we finally have a court ruling on whether or not a taco is a sandwich, and it is.
Okay. Why? Why did that go to court?
Interesting. You asked that question. Not interesting. You asked that question. It's natural for you to be curious.
I mean, I feel like it's very important information. I know why that happened.
Because a taco, a taconatrix, a taco creator, God, a restaurant owner who makes tacos.
No, I feel like I need to turn the background music off because you're going to say something really dumb. We're going to want it highlighted, and the music will somehow make the highlight not be able to happen. So yes, tell me about this. What did you call it? A taconatrix?
Taconatrix, yes. Wanted to make tacos or set up a taco emporium in a mall. But the mall had an ordinance, a bylaw set up that disallowed fast food establishments. So they had to take it to court as to whether or not, what kind of food a taco is, to see whether or not it's classified as a quick serve fast food restaurant.
Okay.
And the answer is I don't know actually how it affects the restaurant, but I do know that we now have a legal precedent.
I'm guessing they argued that they were making sandwiches.
I think the idea is that like a sandwich is a fast food item rather than an ethnic food or a sit down entree.
So is a taco a sandwich then? Is
Yes.
that what they came up with that?
Legally.
Legally.
Yeah, not necessarily in spirit, but legally, at least in Tennessee, I believe, a taco is a sandwich.
Where was this again?
America. I think Tennessee.
Tennessee?
I think.
I need to find out. There's a specific state I'm never visiting again.
Yeah, okay, good. This is also very similar to the good old the war of airplane food back in the early days of airlines, because the Americans just they wanted to charge everyone up the wazoo for anything, and so the European airlines started giving better food on their flights until the government attempted to regulate any food more than a sandwich was unacceptable on flights. And a sandwich consists... Oh, God, I actually have to cross-reference this now. Because according to that court ruling, a sandwich is meat or something placed between two slices of bread, but fancy ingredients specifically are not allowed. And lox counts as a fancy ingredient, apparently. Very, very discriminatory. Let's listen to the Well, There's Your Problem episode on the poop plane for more information about airline sandwiches.
A bunch of you have too much time on your hands if this is what you have to deal with. Not chat, not you. The whole court system.
Oh, yes.
Whatever that comes from. Lox is meat? What's a lox?
Oh, lox is smoked salmon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it is technically a meat, but it's a fancy meat.
Do you eat a lot of lox in one sitting, or is it like kind of like how you sip some drinks? Like you should only eat like a little bit. I'm trying.
Here's the problem, Heather, is that everywhere you go these days to get yourself a nice bagel and lox, they're going to give you just like the barest shaving of lox and just a hair angel's breadth of cream cheese on your bagel. You want a good schmear and like at least a couple folds.
Because of how thick bagels are, I want the topping to equally be as thick.
You need that.
If this was like, you get those thin breads.
Yep.
Then yeah, I could understand maybe a thinner amount of food.
Yeah, well, you know, like a one of them toasted cracker things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've made some absolutely lovely stuff with lox and tiny crackers. a little bit of cream cheese, and you put a tiny one single caper on top. I held an Oscar party at my place when I was living in Japan many years ago. Made fancy hors d'oeuvres.
So should we go back to the game?
Yeah, probably should.
Okay.
I think. I could talk.
Oh wow, we made it. The music run out.
I could talk forever about good sandwiches. Sure. Intermediate manic.
Yeah, for when you don't want to go full manic.
Never go full manic.
Well, not on a Sunday.
No, that's
That's a special time for yourself. Nobody needs that.
specifically a sin.
Sunday's supposed to be a chill day. I thought we were allowed to sit on Sundays.
You know, I think there's
Because
not.
it's the day of rest. He's not watching, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. In fact, like, there's nothing that says you can't sin, just that you have to repent for it.
I'm pretty sure that's just under the Catholic system.
You're probably right.
I can't say I'm 100% correct on that, but I'm just going to hit the doodad and
Do it again.
yeah. I've been picking them all willy-nilly anyway.
Yeah, it's really a very vibes-based selection at this point. God, now I just want lox and bagels. And they've been undersalting the salmon too.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
Undersalting the salmon.
it's bad days.
Bad days.
Can't have salty salmon.
No, but you can be salty about it.
You, hey, you fixed it. I keep coming back here. I'm just gonna funk
I
it.
do like some of the more beginner songs. Not to say that some of the other songs aren't good, but there's a specific vibe I kind of like that's a little more chill earlier on in this game.
Exactly. Remind me again, where do you sit on the pickle debate?
There's a pickle debate.
Yeah, just
I don't remember that in school.
Okay, well, it's not so much a debate. It's just, do you like pickles?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Is it sweet or just or dill?
I mean, I won't say no to either.
Okay.
I guess it's gonna depend on the mood of the day. I do like sweet pickles. Like I find they don't show up as often as dill pickles for some reason.
Yeah, they're a sometimes addition, I think, but I do enjoy them. I'll munch on them if they're there.
Well, I mean, sometimes when people put out the sweet pickles, they also have like little pickled cauliflower.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And if you're really lucky, maybe onions in there, and that's pretty tasty.
Yeah, I need to make myself some garden yellow, if that's how it's pronounced. The sort of pickled, what do you call it, cauliflower, celery, carrots mix stuff.
I find if you get into the right group of people, some people will avoid anything that's not the actual pickle, and then you're just winning.
Yeah. I need to make some pickled radishes this year too, I think.
Like one of the things I really like is the Japanese pickled radish, the
Heck yes.
Yoshinko.
Yep.
Yeah. And not every most places will have some of it. They'll put it on the side, but not everyone will make like the roll or anything with it, which I find really disappointing because I really like it as a little roll.
Do you like the yellow daikon pickled stuff as well? The smoked
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
Yellow one's my preferred one.
That one's thankfully one of the easier ones to get too.
They actually sell it at one of the Japanese stores. Just buy it in a bag.
I usually get mine at Fairway, honestly. And Fairway actually has a combo pack of pickle. You get the you get the smoked daikon stuff. You get some green stuff as well, and a little bit of burdock root, because it's basically a kit for making your own kimbap.
Oh, okay.
But the reason for this was I was going to ask what your stance on capers is.
I don't think I've actually had one,
Oh, okay.
so I don't have a stance.
They're one of those things that you kind of need to have a reason to buy them or have them put on something for you. But
I've seen them show up in like on some of the salads in some of the restaurants in town, but it's not been. I don't think it's a thing I've tried.
they're not common in I want to say normal food. You definitely get them on a lox and bagel. Let me tell you what, if they're doing it right.
It's what kind of vegetable is it again?
They're a type of berry that's not used in anything else.
Oh, right.
I can't
so-
remember what the.
Wait, they're not like that little weird orange.
No, they're the little green things, and
Oh, okay,
they're
I don't.
pickled and extra salty.
'Cause I know there's like some sort of gooseberry thing
Yeah,
that I hate.
Yeah, the big-
that shows up in the side of a bunch of things.
with the paper lanterns and the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one. I like that one myself, but I can see why it would not be a.
It's. I mean, I'm not hot on the flavor to begin with, but it also is. It's kind of too close to feeling like a tomato to me,
Oh, okay.
and I don't dislike tomatoes outright, but there's a textural thing that unless I'm eating them with additional things, I find bothersome.
And sometimes you'll run into a tomato that tastes like meat.
Inside joke just for me.
Here we go. Capers are the unripe green buds of a prickly bush called the Capparis spinosa that grows wild across the Mediterranean and parts of Asia. Oh, shoot, that's right, Juliamon. They're used in chicken piccata. So you can have capers in cooked food, I guess.
But yeah, in general, I like pickles. You go to like a burger place and they have the pickle on top of the sandwich. It makes me very excited. Pickled onions. Oh man, when I found out you could get tiny pickled onions in jars, like I was very young at the time.
Oh, okay.
It was just kind of like this thing of like, what is this weird little thing? And then I found out you could just go buy them because there's like a part of you when you're younger sometimes that thinks certain foods are like magical concoctions that you can't really get at the store. Oh man, pickled beets. Oh,
Oh, yes. Oh, haven't had a good pickled beet in a long time.
my grandmother used to make them,
Same.
and they were awesome. My parents were less thrilled because they stained like
Yep.
so badly, but yeah. Oh man, I haven't had a pickled beet in ages.
I was going to suggest that, or I was going to ask why I'd never, or question why you never got into Gibson's, honestly, as a drink, if you were that big into the pickled onion. But
The only Gibson's I know is a truck company.
oh yeah, no, it's like a martini with gin, a little bit of vermouth, and a spear of, well, if you're me, 3 or 4 pickled onions, or as many as you can get onto the spear.
I mean, I probably drink it. I'm just not really. I don't find most alcohol really interesting. The only time I did any kind of sufficient drinking was when I got super stressed and angry in college, and then we'd all go drinking. It's not like we got drunk or anything. It's just like somehow it felt like I'm angry enough that this warrants drinking a drink, and I don't know. It's
Right.
just otherwise it's not really a thing I think about.
Just suggesting it's a good excuse to get tiny pickled onions.
I can just buy them in a whole jar.
You
I
can.
just
You
eat them.
figured that out young, apparently.
Lots of good things come in jars.
But I do. Now that you've made me think about it, I want to now do some form of a vodka or gin-based mixed drink with pickled beet, and utilize some of that pickled beet juice as well in it to bring out that gorgeous color. It's not pickled, but I have a recipe for what they call a vegetarian Reuben sandwich that uses thinly sliced and grilled beets as an alternative to the pastrami.
The failure noise is
Yep.
great. I've never heard a failure noise in a game this made me laugh.
To answer your question, H-Bomb and friends, my thoughts on kimchi are yes.
Yeah.
Especially the daikon radish kimchi.
I guess this is something. I don't think I'm a fan of kimchi or sauerkraut.
Okay.
Sauerkraut, definitely not. There's a flavoring to it I don't care for.
Then you're not getting any of my Reuben sandwiches then.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that is the sandwich with the sauerkraut on it, isn't it?
It sure is, yep.
I think I got a Reuben once because the bread seemed really interesting.
Oh yeah, because you'll usually get, like a nice rye.
You get that like half-colored looking bread, right?
Sometimes, but yeah, it's absolutely a type of... Ah, that's what the double things are for.
Those moments, yeah,
Yep.
definitely. It hasn't helped me.
Nope.
Do you want to try this again, but we both take a...
Sure, let's see if we can do that.
It's like FD.
Yeah. And JK. But for real.
I'm just curious if we both focus on one circle, if we can make a thing like this work. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say 50% is as good as we're gonna get there. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Leave. All right, think you got one more here?
Sure.
I put it in hurt mode, I think. Okay, I haven't done one from here in a while. Want to try doubling up again?
Yeah, okay.
No, our combo. Huh. That may be my favorite remix of that particular rhythm game classic. Hall of the Mountain King, I believe, is the
I think so.
yeah.
Although, to be honest, my brain was just like, here comes Spider-Man, here he comes. And it's been just like, this is not the lyrics.
Spider-Man, here comes the Spider-Man, he's coming off the wall.
See?
Well, great, now you've just made this song forever about Spider-Man in my head.
Well, you say
That's
that
great.
for now, but we'll see how much that sticks.
In the Hall of the Spider-Man. Folks, that's going to do it for us for Rhythm Cafe this week on the Mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. Thank you so much for watching us today. And yeah, if you like what you see, go hit us up over at patreon.com/
Sonic the Hedgehog, that's where I've heard this one. Oh my goodness.
Please go visit us over at patreon.com/ Sonic the Hedgehog and support us there on this, our 50th anniversary. Also, twitch.tv/ Loading Ready Run, youtube.com/ Loading Ready Run, loadingreadyrun.com/live for a schedule and everything, all we do there. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Hey, Ian, where can people find you?
Shoopity. You can find me over at tiltyhouse.com or tilty.house. Heather, where can people find you on the web when you're not here?
You can find me over at twitch.tv/lunarjade or youtube.com/lunarjade. I think that's it.
Now we're done.
Okay.
Bye.